The American mass media is at it again, undermining our democracy and their obligation to a free society. A former staffer of Joe Biden's has come out and accused him of pushing her up against the wall and penetrating her with his digits. And when she pushed away, he responded with, "Oh, but I thought you liked me." Now, what we know from history, being an indicator here, that any allegation against a man by a woman of sexual impropriety must be believed, regardless of whether there's any facts, witnesses, anything like that. We have to believe the women. And the Me Too movement sprung out of that. And absolutely no one here is going to defend sexual assault. But what we know, what the mass media has done, is for 3.5, 4 years, assaulted Trump at every opportunity for his various and alleged liaisons. And then stop and think about what they did to Justice Kavanaugh based on baseless accusations where the woman couldn't remember where she was, what day it was, there was nobody there, nobody has any recollection of anything. Law enforcement officials came out and said, no, we could never prosecute or follow up on this because there's just no details. But the Democrats and the media drug Kavanaugh's name and his family through the mud for weeks upon weeks based on an allegation. So this woman back in 2019 started talking about her experience with Biden, and she's one of many, of course, that acknowledges he's a little weird and likes to smell him and touch him and things like that. But she began talking about the details of it and the actual assault itself. What's most disturbing is that she approached a legal defense fund set up in the wake of Me Too, asking for help to tell her story, and they told her no, because Joe Biden is a politician running for president. So the Me Too movement, all about giving women a voice, silenced her. There's one place, The Interceptor, I believe it was, that she told her story to, and it started to be actually carried this year. I saw it on Yahoo News. Well, surely the presumptive Democratic nominee for the presidency being accused of actual sexual assault where she told other people. So this is verified. This isn't the smoke dreams they had with Kavanaugh. This is more verifiable. This is more real. Surely the mass media would be covering it on their front page. Let's take a look. All right, so here we are on the Yahoo News page where I found this. Joe Biden accused by a former staffer, and that's where Tara Reid is the lady. And it gives more details about her being stonewalled as well as who she told and the actual incident itself. Now, as I said, surely the mass media would be covering something like this, especially during an election year. This is big news. This is serious news. I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to be silly here. I'm being serious. This is a big deal. Let's check CNN. Coronavirus, stimulus package, Trump's approval, Trump's an idiot, taxpayers are being treated unfairly. Yep. Nothing about Joe Biden. Well, surely Huffington Post, right? Oh, no, something Trump said to New York. There's a tiny island untouched by COVID-19. Yeah, something about a grocer running a supermarket. Okay, well, surely MSNBC. Oh, look at that. Yeah, something about the aid bill and Boris Johnson. So we've got some news about the UK here. There's just nothing here. So, this is another example of media hypocrisy. They claim one thing, but treat Democrats to an entirely different standard. So, hey, give me a thumbs up, subscribe please, leave me a comment below. I'd like to know what you think about this utter, sheer, obvious hypocrisy.